Welcome back to Game 6. The Viper playing in yellow as the Slavs. In this game he's playing against TaToH in blue as the Spanish. And both players have amazing maps. Like, look at Viper's map. Main gold, forward, but not too far forward. Second gold safe in the back. Main stone safe in the back. Second stone, third gold, all in the back. Really secure. Viper is going for barracks, so we're expecting to see scouts here, I guess. Or is Viper also going for ranges, like TaToH did in the first game? Let's find out. And for TaToH, he's playing as the Spanish. Went up earlier than Viper, is not going for conquistadors apparently. Is adding in stable and blacksmith. Has the second gold and main stone on the right hand side, but in the back. Then we have the main gold safe in the back. The second stone and the third gold also safe in the back. Both players have a little bit of space to boom, and TaToH is already walling off a little bit, so both players really using all the map hacks they can get. Now it comes down to the extra resources and the relics. We have on the right hand side extra gold and stone, 2 relics here between the two players really. This one closer to TaToH, then we have one on the left hand side between extra gold, extra stone, and the last relic is closer to the Viper. And I think both players will try to go for these relics. Viper actually went with the stable, and we're going to see scout fights in Castle Age, most likely at least. We might see the light cav upgrade. We have 2 against 2 now. TaToH with the worse end for himself, as Viper did get more hits with 2 against 1. Now we have TaToH up to Castle Age, going with the monastery. Boso coming in. No light cav upgrade yet, but no, there it is. And actually for both players. So we're going to see a race for the relics here. TaToH with the monastery with 1 extra TC coming up on the wood line, not too far away from the main gold, which is quite nice TC position. The other one maybe here would be quite good as well. More light cav fight happening, but looks like Viper has the better HP on this light cav and therefore is winning this fight. TaToH has to run away. We have a monastery up for the Viper. We have a second TC coming up on that little wood line and the main stone, and no third TC yet, but not really necessary at this point because both players will try to fight for the relics. And that's a nice catch by the Viper. A single light cav. He's got 4 against 3, so TaToH once again needs to run away and maybe should add in a spearman. TaToH is actually able to get that first relic if Viper doesn't see it, and it looks like Viper is focusing on the fight here. Still 5 against 4, Viper with the better end, now 6 against 4, and TaToH is running directly to the monk that is trying to grab that relic. So 1 monk down, the relic from the right hand side was being picked up, and I'm really focusing on the middle because Viper definitely getting more hits in. We have 2 monks now for TaToH. They should go down. I'm not quite sure. Did we see a conversion? Maybe 1 here, but it's maximum of 1 conversion for 2 monks. Maybe not the best end. I think 1 spearman would have been a good difference here. Viper now with 30C coming up. Now that's the market on the main gold actually, and TaToH probably with 30C actually between the gold and stone here, not going on the wood line, but it's alright. And now it's Viper who is getting his light cav heal. Got 2 monks. Viper has 3 relics actually, so TaToH can only go for 1 more. Viper actually using the fact that his light cav are better in the numbers and therefore is able to really take the relics, take map control. 7+1 attack, so he went for 1 attack upgrade even. I'm really surprised to see this, but I guess it makes sense for later on. Spanish has cheaper upgrades, but the first attack upgrade doesn't cost gold. The first defense upgrade doesn't cost gold either, so it doesn't really make a big difference. And now we're going to see both players for with the boom. TaToH actually adding in the 4th TC on that gold in the back here. As for the Viper, let's find out. It's 1, 2, 3 TCs. TC number 4 on the wood line. So both players going for the big economy here. Bloodlines coming in for the Viper. Second attack upgrade. I think this is just preparation for late game, where we are going to expect from the Viper siege and champions or halberdiers, depends on what TaToH is going really, but infantry and siege makes sense. Therefore the attack upgrades where infantry benefits from as well as cavalry units. It's not a misinvestment for Viper. Now Viper is trying to pick up the last relic. He's got 3 against 1 relic advantage, but Viper also has the better light cavs here now and more of them, so even adding in the spearman TaToH finally, a few of them, but he's not able to get the relic, the monk close to that relic, and that monk should go down as 3 light cav are approaching, but TaToH is not so close to the relic actually. And now pikeman upgrade done for TaToH, which is interesting. He's going to try and get close to the relic, but Viper still has those 6 light cavs, still has the attack upgrades, and the pikeman should be surrounding the monk once it's bringing the relic back. So TaToH is actually fighting for that one. He's going for castle. Viper on the way up to Imperial Age though, and TaToH not too close actually. He went for the pikeman upgrade, he went for that investment, and he needs to keep the monk around the pikeman or other way around, but the monk is definitely going to fall. That's a lot of pikemen, but not enough to defend that monk. Viper, in the meantime, is moving out, going for barracks and siege workshop. Nice little forward next to his base, towards TaToH actually. And we're going to see pikemen for him as well, so probably halberdier and siege. But makes sense. He's going for Rams first. I could see Onagers or Rams being working. Scorpions probably not so much. There is a Conquistador. We might even see Viper go for lead skirmishes later on. But first we're going to see... Wait, is that Man-at-Arms? So he's actually going for standard infantry as well. We're going to see a lot of barracks from the Viper. He's up to Imperial Age. We are seeing the Halberd upgrade coming in, Cap Ram, and it all makes sense. Viper almost enough stone for a castle now. A lot of villagers on that main gold. 108 villagers against TaToH 103. TaToH still on the way up to Imperial Age, going that second castle. Is producing a few Conquistadors. But really, what to do against the Slavs here? Possibly bombard cannons, hand cannoneers. I would like to see actually the gunpowder units. Maybe Onager. Couldn't hurt. But I'm not convinced that it's really good. And Paladin is something you don't want to go here, even though Spanish have that option. Onager and gunpowder, maybe your own champions, could be a good idea here. We could see elite skirmishers from TaToH as well, let's be honest. Fully upgraded skirms are not bad, because Viper is not going for any Onager siege Onagers yet, but Viper is expanding, putting a castle in front of these extra resources, going for Trebuchet, and has a beautiful range tram approaching TaToH's fortified walls. TaToH 40 military only, and Viper had a very smooth transition into the Imperial Age, showing how good the Slav's economy is, and is now attacking these walls. Onager behind this is very good for TaToH, so Viper is moving back for now, but he's got 200 swordsmen already. Those Conquistadors, yeah, that's not enough numbers for TaToH, and even then, Conquistadors, they are strong in Castle Age, they seem to fall apart a little bit in Imperial Age, and of course Viper is saying, hey, I have ranged siege as well, I can take down your buildings, and the siege workshop is going down first. Of course, the Conquistadors are going to try and do as much damage as possible, but Viper now controlling the left hand side, extra resources, going for the extra gold, has 3 against 2 relics, and is going to attack that forward castle from TaToH. TaToH trying to hide behind his walls, but it's not really the best idea, because the Slavs' economy will get better and better, and the same goes for their military, I feel. I'm not sure if Viper got Drusina yet, but if he's going for that upgrade and possibly champion upgrade, he's gonna have a very, very strong army. Now TaToH could add in some bombard cannons. I think Spanish do still get those, right? But Conquistadors, I'm not convinced. That's the problem for me. I think hand cannons might have been better. We're going for some elite skirmishes even. Of course, no ranged units, no gold ranged units available when it comes to Arbalest or even Expo. But it's not a big deal here, as Viper is with enough army to fight pretty much everything. And there it is. There's the big fight that we are waiting for. We have Halberdiers moving in, taking down the Onagers, siege rams following up. TaToH went for his own champions, a very good decision, but it looks like Viper has more military units. Actually, they're quite neck and neck. Siege rams moving in, and Viper losing most of his attacking army. Siege rams can do some damage, but Viper has to move back with the monks, and even the Halberdiers, I think, should just retreat. So TaToH for now is defending. The problem is the siege rams are moving in and are going to at least do some more damage. And Viper, even though he lost that fight, even though he's lower on military units now, he's still in the score lead. Resource-wise, it's looking quite good for him. He's missing a little bit of food, but 46 farmers is very decent. As for TaToH, 51 farmers even. We could see hussars for him later on, and now he's moving out to the left-hand side with TaToH Viper build a castle, and it looks like he's going to use the champions and try to attack that castle. Not quite sure if it's worth it. On the right-hand side, Viper is reproducing his army, is sending champions as well. They're fully upgraded. I'm still not sure about Drusina, but it's not a big problem, I think. And there's a few villagers repairing inside the castle. There's a few barracks coming up, and that castle is losing HP quite fast, but it's also attacking. And it looks like Viper is even getting murder holes here. So Conquistadors should fall. A few champions moving in, and TaToH is moving out with his own castle. I like this idea. He's trying to get some map control back. The game really open at this point, but Viper, I think, with a slight advantage. TaToH has quite a few idle villagers here. He lost the monastery with the relics, and on the left hand side he is, I guess, wasting units really. The Conquistadors are falling, now the villagers are out of the castle. The castle is on 700 HP only, and TaToH is sending more army. That bombard cannon should have moved around here. Looks like the champions should be able to catch that one. And TaToH has more military units. He should be able to take that castle down with that bombard cannon shot. Bombard cannon is falling now. Viper is immediately going to build a castle of his own. No, he's actually saying, I don't have enough army yet. Viper in the meantime though is concentrating on the right hand side, where TaToH's base is really close, and he's sending siege rams and Onagers. He could even cut here. Would be a really easy cut. TaToH wouldn't recognize it that soon. TaToH with that outside castle doesn't have elite Conquistadors, is going for an outpost here, and is for now at least stopping Viper from taking extra gold. Viper is moving back with the villagers and sending his own champions. On the right hand side, Viper is preparing a big push but he doesn't have enough support yet. TaToH on 190 population, Viper only on 175. Resources for Viper still looking good. TaToH actually quite low, as he's been investing quite a lot here. And we do see only minor fights right now. On left hand side, TaToH is expanding, going for a few more barracks, going for a little bit more economy, sending villages out to take some wood. And he will try to take that gold. Viper has 2 barracks here, but they're not going to stand too long, I guess. In the meantime, we have Viper now on the right hand side starting to attack. A trebuchet to hit that siege workshop, and now the castle, and the siege rams to attack those walls, and you can see it here, the walls are falling really fast. Viper not chopping. I'm really surprised about that one. Maybe he's keeping this option live for later on. Siege workshop is going down. The castle only attacked by 1 trebuchet right now, but it's siege rams that are really posing a danger. TaToH is sending in some champions. On the left hand side, Viper is also clearing TaToH's army. He sent champions of his own, and while TaToH is busy defending at home, Viper looks like he could be able to take control back over the left hand side. A few monks behind with sanctity and block printing to get some conversions. I think 1 or 2 conquistadors should have been converted already. Knowledge against conquistadors, not ideal, but once conquistadors are not getting microed any longer, that can be really hurtful. Nice micro here by TaToH. The problem is the siege rams still attacking that trebuchet castle as well as the 3 traps. Now the conquistadors are able to take down all the onagers, but the siege rams are really doing so much damage. A few champions left for the Viper as well. On the left hand side, he's patrolling that gold to make sure that TaToH cannot take it, and TaToH is losing yet another castle. So it's population wise, TaToH is ahead, but only by a little bit. He's got more villages, but Viper has a lot more military units on the field. He's not using the champions on the left hand side. I'm a little bit surprised about this, but I guess he's going to move forward. He needs to add in, siege ram might not be enough, maybe trebuchet even. And now TaToH is going with supremacy villages, I imagine. Yeah, they have the unique tech for the Spanish. Can be really strong. I think with command Q they might be even stronger now, but it's still tough to fight with them. TaToH is trying to defend his base here, but Viper is in a better position. Left hand side, Viper is raiding a little bit, is trying to take that castle down. The siege ram fell, but the champion's moving in as well. And TaToH really doesn't have an easy time in this game. He's fighting back now, but Viper can just retreat towards his castle. Has a few onagers here, so a few 2 or 3 shots against the champions, and they will go down. There's the shots that I was expecting to see. So we end up on the left hand side, Viper attacking that castle, TaToH trying to defend on the right hand side. TaToH's army doesn't have enough numbers to actually be a threat to that castle and all the army around it. TaToH again with a few idle villagers, few idle military units. On the left hand side, that castle is going down. Viper did use only the champions apparently. I guess there was a lot of damage done by the siege rams or something before, and we have a fight on the left hand side, on the far side, but at the same time Viper is moving in on the right hand side again and is doing very decent damage. I'm going to fast forward a little bit to see where Viper is attacking next. He's sending 3 trebuchets towards nothing here against conquistadors. Not a good idea, but the conquistadors are getting caught in a very dangerous place. They're able to take down 2 of those onagers, but TaToH is saying, okay, I don't have the resources, I don't have the military count, I'm on 128 population only, that's 6 military units left, or maybe 7, and Viper is on 65, attacking and raiding on the right hand side, attacking in the middle. On the left hand side, Viper never really gave up control over that gold, and TaToH doesn't see a way to continue this game. So we are actually going for a 0-3 in Viper's point of view. Then right now 3-3 the draw, and we're going to see the final game 7. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games. GG.